Time now for Sid 6-0. This is where you get 60 seconds to talk. Start the clock, please. Thank you. It certainly feels like Fred VanVleet's time with the Raptors is coming to an end. Not only is he hearing it from the fans, not only is Toronto's season kind of going south, not only is the trade deadline less than a month away, but now VanVleet has to deal with a report that he turned down $114 million this past offseason. This past Sunday, he called that report misleading. He said the Raptors and he had talks, but there was no offer made. And it was pretty clear in the clip we're about to show you, he was kind of ticked off that this all became public. Watch this.
Take my word for it. I understand we're in the era of taking 2 sentences out of an article and making it a tweet, and then all of a sudden, you know, I get 300 messages last night that I turned down 114 million, which is not the case. So it's a little misleading, and you know, I'm disappointed that it's come out. I don't want it to be a distraction.
But it is a distraction. There's been a few of those with the Raptors this season. Not good. Not good. Blake Murphy of Sportsnet 590, The Fan, has been kind enough to join us. Blake, good morning, man. Great to see you. Where does this go with Fred? Because I understand if the Raptors move on, at some point you have to cash in on an asset, even in a down year. And I could see them keeping him. And for the first time in a while, I'm kind of torn on what to think about this. What's your take?
It's a tough one. There are a lot of factors here that aren't just about basketball. Fred's meant a ton to this team in terms of organizational culture and what they've been trying to build. But we're seeing this year that that's not always enough. Now, the contract stuff, Fred being a little upset that it came out, makes sense. At the start of the season, you know, them not agreeing to 4 years, 114, that seems like a lot of money. But with the cap rising, with guys like Jalen Brunson getting similar deals, with guys like Jordan Poole and Tyler Hero getting more, Fred and the Raptors just agreeing to wait to the summer opened up way more possibilities, where they had a band to negotiate within between 114 million and 233 million. He could go and get 160 somewhere else. So there is a lot of room for the Raptors still to give him the best possible offer this summer. It comes down to, you know, is this team trying to win right now, or is this team trying to win a little later when Pascal Siakam was kind of at the end of his peak and Scotty Barnes is on his way up? And that's a question that is about Fred VanVleet, but it's really about these bigger picture questions the organization is facing, and we still don't really have an answer for it.
Blake, we got about 30 seconds. Trade deadline is February 9th. We mentioned a few times, worth repeating. Who on this team won't be on this team after that deadline?
I'm going to guess Gary Trent Jr. for one. You know, I think he's his value is pretty high right now. Every team needs that level of scoring and shooting, and he can opt out this offseason and become pretty expensive. I'd imagine there'd be quite the market for him. If they were going to do something with Fred, I think that's more of an offseason change. So Gary Trent Jr. would be top of my list for this deadline.
Blake's one of the best guys in the business, whether it's NBA, Jays, whatever. He's a rising star. Follow him on Twitter. Blake, appreciate it, man. Take care. Have a good one.
Thanks so much, Sid.
And I always love your home decor. I always love your home decor. Don't let anyone tell you different.